This is a Big Brother 27 live feed update. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Get me to 1,000 subs. So, surprise, surprise, Cat won the veto, but it was a punishment prize veto, which means anybody can win it. Remember, Victoria won a similar comp. So, you can be the worst competitor in the world and win it by mistake. So, anyway, Cat won it. Zach made a smart move, gave a trip to London for Will to go, and obviously probably take his wife. And based on what we saw on the live feeds, Zach had a quick conversation with Morgan and Lauren and informed them that apparently Ava said she's going to get Kat to use the veto and put up Will as a pawn. He told this to Morgan and Lauren, saying that they're all safe. But I believe Ava, if she said that, and I don't know why he would lie, she said that as a lie so the veto can be used so she can target Morgan, because she's really out to get Morgan. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about how Keanu has become the safest person on the block. Imagine that. But yeah, first things first, Kat won the veto, like I said. And we know she has the closest relationship with Vince. And I think Ava is going to let Kat know she doesn't care if she used the veto, but it'll be interesting to see if she try to guide her towards using it on Zach. But yeah, if she ends up not using it or using it on Vince, and then Zach sees Morgan go up next to him, I mean, that would be all the indicators he would need in the world to realize he should use his power. Because if you're not familiar with how his power functions, I mean, again, I already explained it. You can ask Grok or Chat GPT about it, and it clearly states that after even the veto is used, he can then use his power. Again, similar to what Kelly did with hers. So he's going to have all of the warning signs one can imagine to use his power if that deal he thinks he has with Ava to use the veto on him to put a will, if that deal doesn't go through. And more than likely, it's not going to go through. Even though we are in a season where people want to put people on the block that they don't want to go home. But yeah, me personally, it was a giant lie to his face again to get Morgan on the block. Because, Mickey, or I think it was Ashley and Will that ratted out Morgan talking about Ava's nominations. As I stated before, if Ava was 100% running her own HOH, she would have Morgan up there on the block and Ashley. Because you remember when Ava, and I think I said this before, but when Ava ratted out Ashley to Mickey, she talked about how she didn't trust Ashley, and if she won HOH, she would be on the block. And she only changed her tune because of the influence of Mickey and Rachel and Will. And also, Rachel, who was seen having a conversation with Mickey, she's again talking about how important it is to keep Keanu. And in a separate conversation, Ava also confirmed to Will that she wants to keep Keanu. Now remember, this is a guy that's one of the most comps in the house. They want to keep him still, so I guess thumbs up to Keanu. For playing these people. Now, again, I guess that's part of the benefits of, bowing to Rachel, because this moron does want to protect Rachel. And that's another thing. Rachel was recently just telling Mickey that she doesn't want to go to jury. She said finale night or nothing. And I feel like if you have a returning winner telling you that, I mean, that should send off red flags to further remind you, yes, you're in the house with someone who's already won the game. But I don't think any of the people in this house watch the show enough to truly appreciate and also realize how significant production can be, when it comes to returners. Because, returners rarely do poorly, and at the very least, they make it to jury. So, anyway, that's pretty much all I have. We'll see ultimately what goes down. And